Attention. Please let us have your attention.
Alright, two skinny guys in the camera, you know how we do. Speakers Corner, Akala alongside me, man. Real pleasure to catch up with you, brother. Yeah, man, just come on stage, literally wrecked it down. Obviously, you're all about your live performance and then whatnot. You know what I'm saying? There's one question we have to ask every artist, like your biggest pleasure and pain in the game, bro. Like your biggest high and low this UK hip hop thing so far, man.
I don't really believe in lows, man. I believe that only makes you stronger. You know, so all of the kind of problems of the industry, politics, I don't deal with that. I feel blessed to be inspired to make music that hopefully I love and hopefully some people love. So I don't believe. I'm not saying I never get pissed off. I'm just saying that, you know what, I do something I love for a living. I ain't got nothing to complain about. I've been to far too many places. Genuinely, I've been to far too many places on this planet to complain about making more. I've been to Brazil, I've been to Sudan, I've been to South Africa. My family's from Yard, you know, so I got nothing really to complain about.
Yeah, you're doing good, man.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm doing alright. Vietnam, Nigeria. You know, exactly.
So what would be some of the highlights, man? You talked about
the first ever hip hop show in Vietnam. I just came back from Sudan. I did a show at the Sudanese National Museum. My stage had two statues of the god Amun-Ra, 3,000 years old. He was sitting on the stage. So to me, I got nothing to complain about.
So like, what was the crowds like out there, man? They were very receptive, yeah.
Even more so, there was about 2,000-3,000 people that they wanted to that. So it's mad out there. But the love for the culture is just crazy.
So what would you like, just to talk about the UK shows and the UK scene compared to stuff out there, like how would you compare it, man, at the moment?
Well, I think it's different. We've finally found our own voice. Whereas a lot of countries I've been to, there's still more of an imitation of America, only on the hip hop side. They've got their own traditional music that's incredible, and they should really utilise that and morph it with the hip hop thing. Like in South Africa, they got a thing called Kwaito, which they've really done that with. Whereas in a lot of other places, the hip hop scene is very like imitation US. Like we used to be 15 years ago, we were still rapped with American accents.
So you still got to grow without a doubt, man. Yeah,
absolutely.
How do you feel about the way that the scene's growing at the moment in the UK? We've got people getting signed and stuff like that. Do you feel like it's a good progression, or do you feel like maybe it's like taking away the rights and the voice of the people somehow?
I think it is what it is. I don't think it's not people music. You know, you can make pop music that is still people music. Like Public Enemy was pop, it was popular, but it was still represented for the hood, represented for the struggle. Dead Prez was hip hop, was popular, but it had something to say. It was pop music. Jimi Hendrix was pop music. Bob Marley was pop music. For me, there's nothing wrong with people making pop music that's about nothing, but that's not what I do. You know, people do what they do. I make hip hop. Hip means to open your eyes and see. It comes from the wall of hippie. You know, it's a term of enlightenment. So if it's not enlightening you, it's not hip hop. Even if it's world shit. Biggie, Big Punisher, the wordplay is so intricate. It's like Pulp Fiction but hip hop. So it doesn't matter how ghetto it was, that shit was so intelligent that it's like Quentin Tarantino but on a record. You know what I mean? So for me, it doesn't, when I'm saying it needs to enlighten you, it don't mean it's got to be a positive message. But I mean the level of lyricism, the level of musicianship has to be of a certain standard. And for me, can I honestly say music's moving me like Wu-Tang was moving me? If we're honest, I think artists would even admit for themselves we're not making music.
Very fair point.
There's nothing wrong with that, but let's just be honest. So I feel like we've still got a progression to make where we can have our equivalents of Black Star, of Dead Prez, of Wu in the mainstream.
We have that in this day and time though, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you know the industry kind of shifts, so and you talk about Public Enemy at the time that was selling. Yeah, but right now, bullshit selling. Or what you were selling.
I disagree. I think the fact that me and Loki have a career proves to you, you know, on independent budget, on independent record label. I've done 5 headline UK tours. The fact that we're here doing this tells you that shit can sell. But it's what's the agenda for it to not be supported. It's not rocket science, you know. We're at 3 wars right now. You know, if you've got something to say about those wars, we don't really want you on daytime radio all the time. But it's not just as simple as that. It's marketing, it's loads of other things. But I think that we've got to stop saying the industry. The industry has no power without artists. And if artists make a decision, and the scene makes a decision to make a concerted scene, like jazz was, like reggae was, like dub was, like jungle was, and bring the mainstream to us rather than running off to the mainstream, then the mainstream won't mean that, and the mainstream has to come to us. That's why hip hop was so powerful. That's why jazz was so powerful. That's why every form of countercultural music, punk, was so powerful. You know, the Clash didn't say, right, what's going to get on the radio? Let's make it a bit more fluffy to get on the radio. And that's why our scene loses power, because every time there's money around, we change our style, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I can't knock nobody. I'm just saying, for me, I'm doing mine, and I'm not going to change what I do for nobody. Because to be frank, I don't like to say it, but I'm not starving. You know what I mean? That's the funniest part about it. I don't do the whole, you know, blah blah blah. Look what I got. But I'm doing alright. I just don't feel the need to throw it in. You know, I've got other businesses, so it's like I just feel coming from where I come from. I remember water on the cornflakes. I remember electric ran out on Friday and never come back until Monday. So I don't feel good about saying, yo, I'm doing alright now, so that makes me a better person than you who grew up just like me. Because I know the hunger that puts in your belly at 15 when electric cut off on Friday and it don't come back until Monday. It makes you want to do some terrible things. So
that's a real answer, man. You know I had to play devil's advocate up in this, yeah, I'm saying, but yeah, man. So yeah, finally, just let them know what's good for the future. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you're still pushing the double thinking, touring around. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, around the world. But you know what I'm saying? What's good for the rest of 2011?
Yeah, we got kind of just finalising some bits in Australia and New Zealand. Supposed to be doing Fuji Rock in Japan, but obviously heart goes out to the people out there. If that still happens, it still happens. Obviously, I'm not going to bother anyone. If it comes through, still it comes through. But the way the Japanese are, you know, they're going to be up and running again in 5 minutes. Hopefully we'll be out there and be able to pay our respects. So I've got a little bit of travelling to do. Kind of working on a few other bits that are like more TV-centric bits. There's a lot going on. Watch this space.
Alright, two skinny guys on the camera. I'd love to talk to this fella all day, but you know what I'm saying? I just literally catched him as he's leaving, you know what I'm saying? So, massive thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Real humble guy, real good to talk to you. We're signing out for another interview, bro.